Welcome to Module 1 of your Shift Network course, The Science-Based Process of Manifesting Your Dreams with Kerstin Sjoquist and Nina Frey-Kisler. Today's session is titled Unearth Your Inner Vision to Realize Your Deepest Desires with the Possibility Accelerator Formula. I'm Lisa, your host. Please join me in welcoming Kerstin Sjoquist and Nina Frey-Kisler to the session. Welcome, Kerstin and Nina. They're all yours.
Thank you very much, Lisa. Both Nina and I are so honored to be here today and are really appreciative of Shift for hosting this course. And we're really looking forward to the next 7 weeks together. I see many names and faces that are familiar and many that I hope will become familiar over the course of this time together. So welcome, everybody. I am the Director of Experience and Engagement at the Institute of Noetic Sciences, or IONS. For those of you who are not familiar with IONS, we are a nonprofit scientific research center specializing in the investigation of the profound mysteries of human experiences. IONS has been researching extraordinary human capacities for 50 years on topics such as psychic abilities, altered states of consciousness, channeling, energy healing, and so on. And the curriculum for this course springs from published research conducted by IONS and our colleagues around the world. Now, my personal passion is the transformative potential of psychospiritual practices. And my hope is that this course will help you to discover your deep inner resources to create a more fulfilled and meaningful life for yourself, your family, your community, and the world. Nina, do you want to share a bit about your background?
Yes, thank you, Kerstin, and thank you, Lisa, and everybody at Shift and everybody for being here with us. We absolutely love this course and we're really excited to facilitate it with you. And I work very closely with Kerstin at IONS. I'm the senior designer of the experiential programs department. So we do a lot of curriculum development together and teaching. I've worked in consciousness and research for about 20 years now. I've been both on the research side, the science side, as a clinical research supervisor at the Mind Body Medicine Research Group. And I've also been a professor. So I was in academia teaching consciousness studies for quite a while. And I'm currently, while I'm on the experience team at IONS, I'm also the science liaison. And so I sort of like to call that the so what position. So we have all these amazing studies that people on our science team do, and then it's that so what? So what do we do with this? How do we make this accessible to our own lives and really use it in a day-to-day way, as Kerstin was saying, for transformative experiences? So for me, my passion is really about that intersection between where we have the science and the science influences our experiences and vice versa, our experiences influence the science. So we'll get into a lot of that during this course, and I'm really excited to meet all of you and explore it.
Great, thank you, Nina. Well, we're going to dive right in. The first part of today's session will focus on lecture and experiential, and then we'll have some time for questions about halfway through today's session. So as things come up for you, feel free to chat your questions. Lisa will be collecting those for us and facilitating that process. So Lisa's going to pop our slide up and we will get started. So in this course, we will provide a framework of information and tools to assist you in exploring ways to access inner information to guide the process of developing your moonshot. In a minute, we'll explore what the nature of a moonshot is more deeply, but simply put, it can be thought of as a dream or a vision that you want to bring forth into material reality. And the framework we've developed to help you reach those dreams is called the Possibility Accelerator Formula. The Possibility Accelerator Formula is grounded in decades of scientific research. And as you'll see, it's intended to be customized in ways that make the most sense for your particular moonshot and your particular style. As facilitators of this process, our goal is to support you on your journey to a deeper understanding of your inner gifts and how to access them. So for our live sessions, please bring a blank paper or a journal and something to write with. Throughout the course, we're going to do a series of experiential explorations, and you'll want to note your impressions as we go along. As the course unfolds, these experiential practices and explorations will be really key elements to help you create your own personalized possibility accelerator formula. And you may even want to have, colored pencils, crayons for spontaneous moments of creativity. Sometimes it really helps to just have some of those things on hand. We also suggest that you do bring your notes or journal and printed handouts to the live session so that you can refer back to them as needed. This is very much an iterative process as we go along. We will do an experiential in about 45 minutes, and so you'll probably want to grab a piece of paper and pencil before we begin with that. And as you'll see, the possibility accelerator formula is not a linear step-by-step process. It is instead a flexible framework that you can tailor to your needs. Now, that said, we live in a reality which generally presents itself as linear, so we do have a schedule to follow. Each of our 7 modules will include lecture time as well as experiential explorations. In today's session, Module 1, we'll set the foundation and cover the fundamental concepts that are key to the formula. In Modules 2 and 3, we will focus on the reveal component of the formula. And in Module 3, we'll have a special guest lecturer, ION's Director of Research, Dr. Helene Wabe. Not only is Helene a scientist, but she also comes from a long line of channelers. So she has a really unique perspective, also being a practitioner of these arts. In modules 4 and 5, we'll focus on the imagine component of the formula, again, with lots of experientials. And in session 5, Dr. Dean Radin, chief scientist at IONS, will join us as a guest lecturer. Dean has been doing research in the field of consciousness and exceptional human capacities for decades. He is an incredible wealth of knowledge. And in his time with us, he's going to focus on the power of intention and what we know about how it interacts with material reality from a scientific perspective. And then we'll bring it all together in modules 6 and 7 when we focus on the ignite component. So this is where you will really start to craft your personal formula, really tailoring it to your particular proclivities and strengths and needs. And I personally love that segment of the course because I find the individual formulas that people come up with absolutely fascinating. I always get some fabulous ideas of new practices to try, and it's really invigorating. That actually leads me to the next concept, and that is the concept of community within this course. So while Nina and I have developed the curriculum based on ION's research and our individual years of personal and professional explorations, this course is teeming with valuable insights and experiences from all the people participating. So let's make use of that and really support each other in achieving our dreams. I can guarantee you that one or more of the people you interact with in this course will share something that will impact your moonshot, and you will also have that same effect on someone else. So I encourage you to take advantage of the different ways that you can connect with each other and harvest the wisdom of this gathering of like-minded individuals. You have the option of joining the Facebook page where you can share tips, ideas, questions. And additionally, the last portion of each of our live sessions will include small group breakouts. So this is a wonderful opportunity to connect with each other. Every time we've taught this course, there have been several really powerful instances of synchronicities when people meet in those breakouts. So I encourage you to make use of the community resources during our time together. So I hope that gives you a general sense of how our weeks will unfold. And now I'm going to turn it over to Nina, who will lead us in a meditation to connect and ground us. So Nina, take it away.
Thanks, Kirsten. So I want to talk a little bit about Christopher Bache's work, and some of you may know him, and his work, The Living Classroom. He actually was someone who was the director of transformative learning at IONS in the early 2000s. He's an emeritus fellow here at IONS now. I believe he also teaches at the Shift Network as well. And when I was a professor, I used his teaching philosophy to basically as an undercurrent of everything that I did. And the reason I did that, and I wanted to share it with you, is because it really is about what Kirsten was talking about, which is community and shared wisdom. So while we are the facilitators, we are not the experts here. You are the expert of your process, and we together can share wisdom and insights that can really transform each other's experiences and insights and capacity to see things. So to that end, we're going to do a little bit of a grounding meditation, and it is something that can help us connect our memories and cognitions and all of our shared wisdom together. So this is adapted from Chris Bache's The Ring from The Living Classroom. I just want to give him credit for that. And the full name of his book is The Living Classroom, Teaching and Collective Consciousness. So let's just begin. And you can settle into your body. And if you'd like to, you can close your eyes, or you can soften your gaze. And just begin breathing into your belly. And allow each breath to be a little slower and a little deeper than the one before. And as you breathe, allow those muscles in your belly to soften and relax. And you can sink more deeply into whatever you're sitting or laying on, feeling supported. And you may notice that thoughts come, and you can just watch them come and go and pass like clouds, allowing your mind to clear gently. As you bring your focus back to your breathing and settling into this present moment together. And as you continue to breathe, I'd like you to imagine this group of people who have gathered here today for this collective experience. You can imagine everyone in a circle, or even as points of light all over the globe where we're tuning in from. And each point of light or person is emanating their own energy source. And you can feel yourself breathe into your own energy source, breathing it in and breathing it out. And we both emanate energy outwards towards others, and we receive energy from others. So as you breathe, imagine that your energy is beginning to connect to the energy of all the other people in this energetic group, this collective group. You may even see something like a golden ring of light. Or you may see in your mind's eye the points of light connected throughout the world, whatever feels best to you, to connect to each and all of these people. And allow yourself to feel that safe, warm, open sense of collective, supportive light and energy moving through and around you, moving through and around each person in this collective group as we create this field together. And as this golden light grows brighter and warmer, you may imagine that it rises higher and expands as a canopy of light coming down on all of us and surrounding us, moving through our group, enveloping us, and we are held by this canopy of light, nourished by it. Just take a moment here to rest with this collective energy, feeling it flow. And one more deep breath here. You can bring your conscious awareness back into your body, back into the room. Taking another deep breath, you can wiggle your fingers and toes. Feel the air on your skin. And know that you can tap back into this field at any time, as deeply or lightly as you'd like. And when you feel ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes and join us again. All right, Kirsten, I'm going to turn it to you.
Oh, thank you, Nina. It's always so hard for me to want to speak after one of your meditations. I really appreciate that. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you are feeling that lovely, sweet interconnection that is part of all of us. So we'd like to take a moment now to learn why you have been called to participate in this course. So Lisa is going to bring up a poll. And our question is, what inspired you to enroll in this workshop?